The movie will begin in 5 moments, the mindless voice announced. All those unseated will await the next show.
Back in the 60s, I used to be in a group called The Doors. Jim Morrison, John Densmore, Robbie Krieger, Ray Manzarek. And we had a lot of fun, a lot of trouble, a lot of excitement, a lot of controversy, arrests, Miami, obscenity busts, narcs all over the place. A lot of fun. Jim Morrison was a reincarnation of the Greek god Dionysus. He was Dionysus taken flesh, come into the 20th century. Jim existed to take us on a psychic voyage. He was the roadman, he was the shaman, he was the madman, and he was the sensitive poet.
I hesitated through, not time to wallow in the mire. Try now, we can only lose, and our love become a funeral pyre.
About 1971, Jim said, listen, I want to get away for a while. I want to take a little vacation. Hey, good idea, man. Album's finished, tours, let's just relax, take it easy. Where are you going to go? He said, well, I'm going to go to Paris. Great idea. Paris. Hemingway, Fitzgerald, American writers in Paris, an American in Paris. What could be better? And unfortunately, I never saw Jim Morrison again. He never came back from Paris. There are rumors, stories about Jim Morrison not being dead, but I think they're just stories. I think Jim is an immortal. I think Dionysus went back to Mount Olympus. I think he's dwelling up there with the gods. And he's watching us down here, and he's laughing.
When Hendrix and Joplin and Jim Morrison and Brian Epstein died, all of a sudden you begin to realize that part of your life, I mean, those people aren't there anymore, and you begin to miss them.
Probably the forerunner to the whole punk scene was Jim Morrison of The Doors. He's so popular now, even after his death. You knew him in the early days.
He was a very complex young man, but at the same time very gentle, and one who would listen and want to learn, but he had it. I mean, he really sort of mesmerized an audience.
Earth, air, fire, water, mother, father, sons and daughters, airplane in the starry night, first fright, forest follow free, I love thee, watch how I love thee. Are they sullen and slow? Do they have great desire, or are they one of the multitude who walk, doubting their impossible regret? Certainly, things happen and reoccur in continuous promise. All of us have found a safe niche where we can store up riches. Why does my mind circle around you? Why do planets wonder what it would be like to be you? All your soft, wild promises were words, birds endlessly in flight. Your dog is still lost in the frozen woods, or he would run to you. How can he run to you, lunging with blooded sickness on the snow? He's still sniffing gates and searching strangers for your smell, which he remembers very well. Is there a moon in your window? Is madness laughing? Can you still run down beach rocks, bed below without him? Winter photography, our love's in jeopardy. Winter photography, our love's in jeopardy. Sit up all night, talking, smoking, count the dead and wait for morning. Will warm names and faces come again? Does the silver forest end? Adolf Hitler is still alive. Boos. I slept with her last night. Yeah. Come out from behind that false mustache, Adolf. I know you're in there. Ha 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 ha. You favor life. He sides with death. I straddle the fence, and my balls hurt. Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. For if we don't find the next whiskey bar, I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you we must die. Oh, moon of Alabama, now must say goodbye. We've lost our good old mama. I must have whiskey, oh, you know why. Oh, moon of Alabama, now must say goodbye. We've lost our good old mama, and must have whiskey, oh, you know why. Yeah. Oh, show me the way to the next little girl. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. Show me the way to the next little girl. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. For if we don't find the next little girl, I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you we must die. was the greatest night of my life. Although I still had not found a wife, I had my friends right there beside me. We were close together. We tripped the wall, we scaled the graveyard, ancient shapes were all around us. The wet dew felt fresh beside the fog. Two made love in an ancient spot. One chased a rabbit into the dark. A girl got drunk and bawled the dead, and I gave empty sermons to my head. Cemetery, cool and quiet, hate to leave your sacred lay, dread the milky coming of the day.